Welcome back to another edition of Who You Got. We got the whole crew here tonight. I'm Greg. In the middle, we got Jimmy, and we got Ryan joining all the way from Maryland once again. Please do us a favor after the show. Give us a like and hit subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And you can follow us on X at Who You Got 33. Jimmy will do nothing, but I will post links to our shorts on YouTube, and those will be fun for you. All right, fellas. There's only one place to start. I mean, this is like out of a movie in the NBA with the gambling scandal. I mean, Jimmy, it's rounders. I mean, we got Chauncey Billups working for the mob, running fixed poker games. We got Terry Rozier fixing games. I mean, when this broke, were you just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I got a text from somebody we know on the island of the Italian descent saying, "Hey, leave my people out of it." So,
Yeah, I mean, it's not even like I was gonna say it's not even like it's Jimmy the Fish over there running. I mean, we're talking about the Gambino Genovese crime families. I mean, this is something.
no, that's scary.
The
Chauncey Billups stuff is the way more intriguing and scary part of this all. But you had to figure somebody was gonna shave points. Something was gonna happen, right? Like, so Terry Rozier, he's the guy that they caught. I'm sure the list is longer. Damon Jones is kind of surprising in that as well. But I mean, yeah, Chauncey had a good thing going. His team was getting better. He was pretty well thought of in the NBA community, and yeah, it's shocking. It's absolutely shocking. I was listening to some sports radio earlier, and they were making the point like he's the fit, like he's the guy that got everybody. It's not like you're playing with LeBron or Jordan in a poker game. Like he was able to be like, hey, you know what I was doing last night? Playing poker with Chauncey Billups. Like it's not that big of a deal.
It's not, because 90% of people would go like this. Who?
Yeah, right.
So can I just jump in here for a minute?
Yeah.
Like, this is a hot take for me, right? Like, I watched it this morning. I'm off this week, et cetera, et cetera. Chauncey Billups was an elite defender. I mean, absolutely elite. For a guy like that has whatever earning potential, Greg, you can knock me in a minute. Just let me finish the thought. Like, that guy was an elite defender. To me, like, to think the earning potential that guy has versus the average Joe on the street, like, it's upsetting to me. Terry Rozier, I think they caught him, a year and a half ago. We'll see what comes out. Like saying to a buddy, I'm going to be out of the game by minute, whatever. I don't know. But Chauncey, man, I have great respect for that dude on the court back in the day. I feel really bad, but you make decisions, and that's what you got to stick with,
Yeah,
I was just going to throw in a one-liner and say he played great defense. Should have seen him offensively on the poker table. Pretty good. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Yeah, wasn't even a bluff. Okay, they called him. He was Mr. Big Shot. I mean, he was on the Pistons team that won it all. I mean, yeah,
it's hard to bluff someone when they know what card you have.
It just makes me feel bad. You know what I mean? Like, I want to think that when I get a shot like this, I'm going to lose it because of something out of my control versus something that, like, I could 100% not do, whatever it ends up being or not being. Not accusing him, not being involved in any of this, but it's just upsetting,
Yeah. Yes, Stephen A. made this point, and I understand what he's saying. The timing is
not
odd.
me.
Like,
it's not me.
I know.
They are guilty for. I mean, I would assume if the FBI comes to arrest you, like they've got something. They're not just like on a whim. But like it is weird. Like the opening of the NBA's, like the timing is like they're making a point, right? Like there's something to the timing and all
the
this.
The East Wing just came down. Like, not to be funny and like lead into it all, but they literally demolished the entire East Wing at the same time.
Yeah,
we're 2 games in. Like, there's a lot going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Canada is got tariffs again. Like, there's a lot going on today, this morning.
Yeah.
I mean, again, he's playing in poker games where like they're wearing X-ray glasses.
Oh, is that right? I didn't see the detail. Yeah. I saw X-ray tables.
They had a
glasses.
rigged shuffling machine somehow. Like
a rigged shuffling. Ryan, they literally had to go to him in Vegas and be like, "Hey, dipshit, lose a hand. It's a little obvious." It's like this. Did you, Jimmy? Probably know because it's a movie, but you've seen Rounders obviously a million times, right, Ryan?
Jimmy has not seen that movie, I'm sure.
No, I've seen Rounders.
Oh, praise Jesus!
I don't know it well. I'm not gonna have the quotable Rounders
when he
in my back
catches
pocket.
it. Yeah,
it's literally like the scene when Matt Damon keeps folding the hands because Worm just keeps dealing.
Caught a hanger.
Yeah, caught a hanger, Sarge.
Yeah, classic.
Let's see if it helps him. It helped him every time. And it makes you think.
Trip sevens, just to be fair. Jimmy wouldn't have done that.
No, he wouldn't have.
I would not.
And it makes me think of the poker, when the poker boom happened and all these sites popped up and they were illegal in the U.S. but everyone played because it was the Wild West. And then we found out there were literal bots playing and people playing for the companies who could see the cards face up on the table.
Jimmy, watch this. Greg, what's Queen's tens called?
Queen 10?
No, Queen's tens pairs.
That I don't know.
Robert Varconi. That was like 2002 or whatever. He won the finals with Queens and tens. Yeah.
The Doyle Brunson's 10 too.
That I didn't know, but I remember like the story. I just didn't remember the numbers.
Did you have it, Ryan? I don't know, Johnny. I can't remember.
That's it. 100% right. Dude, that is one of the greatest. I'll watch that a million times over.
Me too.
I watched it once.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Jimmy, you gotta go back and watch. You got to. No.
Yeah, I will.
Pay the man. He beat me, fair and square. Pay that man. Pay that man his money.
Ryan, do you think someone said to Chauncey, Roman and Maurice? Those are Russian outfit guys.
Yeah, are you fucking stupid? You're going down to Chesterfield, like running it up on them? Are you dumb? Those guys are really serious guys. They're gonna fucking kill you or something like that.
The Sopranos memes on Instagram right now about this are fantastic. So if you haven't saw them, go to
I haven't seen them yet, to be honest.
Oh, there's
awesome. A lot of those. There's a lot of Rounders ones. I mean, it's out of control. It's hysterical.
Yeah, it's really, really good. So I mean, we're getting entertained by it.
I'm very entertained by it, even though I was telling Jimmy we lost a bet on this. I can tell you the game now, Jimmy, because now I know where it is. It was
Look how pissed Jimmy is now. He's like, "Oh shit, we did." He's like so mad.
This was a while ago.
We did. It was a while ago. We lost on, I believe it was January, because that's when I was it was the Raptors Clippers game, and we made a prop bet we got screwed on. It was part of this investigation.
Really hey, good for you guys being part of history.
Yeah. Well, hey, look. I mean, when you know that the player's only going to play 9 freaking minutes, and we're betting it over.
So that's where I'm going with you guys. How do you feel as like whatever you want to call it? Greg, you label yourself a degenerate sometimes. Jimmy, I don't know what the hell you call yourself, but you're having fun gambling, and I know you guys aren't throwing the house away, right? So if you're having fun, maybe. Okay. So how do you feel? So how do you feel when you're like college? That's the point I heard today. Like, right? There's a couple hundred NBA players that are on the court every night, right? Maybe at most, right? Maybe it's less, but a couple hundred. How do you feel about thousands of college players being on the court, able to like impact this just the way he did? How do you feel?
There's a lot of questions there.
I agree, and to be fair, I'm laying that all out there just off the top of my head. I'm just wondering how you feel about that.
Well, first, I'll answer your first question on how we're labeled, and that's simple. We're labeled a sharp and 2 squares. That's the name of the show. All right.
Motherfucker, I won some money last night for once.
Now we'll move on. Yes, it's much easier, obviously, and harder to police, to your point, in college, because so much is going on, and those are going to be easier to buy. I would hope NIL helps us a little bit, because they are getting paid something, and is it really worth it? Here's the thing, and I was saying this to another person who was asking me about it because, I've been doing this for a long time, betting. If you're going to go to a casino, they all talk to each other, everyone. So if you're going to go to a casino and you go to Caesars and you lay $9,000, you walk, because no one wants to bet over 10 because it'll get flagged, right? Then you walk over to, well, it's not Bally's anymore, the Horseshoe, you bet 10 grand. Then you go to the Flamingo and you bet 10 grand or 9 grand. Then you go down to the South Point, you bet 9 grand. And then you go over to Circa and bet. All these people are talking to each other and they're going, hey, why the hell are we getting action on the Jimmy Verga under? This guy doesn't play, and we're getting over for maybe Jimmy. They know something's going on, and then it flags an investigation because why is all this action coming in on this one thing? How kids you get greedy, right? That's how the kids at Arizona State got caught. Because why is someone betting like $2 million on this Arizona State game out of nowhere? Well, here's why: because they're going to shave points.
Yeah, it's just like
why did the line move, Jimmy? 9 points.
Yeah, it's just like in our professions in anything that deals with money, there's exception reporting, right? All the and so somebody's watching that. Like somebody's
Someone's
just
watching.
watching what thing doesn't look like the other, what doesn't make sense here, and then they start digging for a pattern. And if they find that pattern, then this is what happens. Then Chauncey Billups gets arrested. Well, and the Chauncey
But
thing's
yes,
weird.
to your
Like,
point,
that's
it's going
the
to be
weird
harder to put
tie-in
someone
with
in
the
your
poker.
pocket. It's going to be harder, Ryan, to put someone in your pocket in the pros versus college. College is going to be, a little bit easier.
So I get it. It's less total quantity, right? You're not maybe if you don't throw 5 million, you throw 100,000 or something like that. But on 50 players, and now it's spread out amongst a bigger group, and you still win the same. I don't know. I just wonder how you feel about that. Like the prop bets in college in particular seem more impacted.
Yeah, this is my theory on this too, though. Like, obviously, with legalized sports betting everywhere, it's much easier to access. But there's also just an electronic paper trail now, right? So, like, I think it's just been going on for all time. But back when it was paper tickets and a conversation, there's no text messages, there's no electronic like betting happening. It's all I'm handing you cash, you're handing me a ticket, and it was based on a conversation that no one recorded. So I don't think this is a new thing. I just think it's easier to get caught because of that.
Jimmy, there's two things here, right? What you're saying is you're 100% accurate, but what you're talking about is point shaving, because when back then when there was no electronics, prop bets weren't really a thing, right? Prop bets really took off in the last 15 years, where it's all mobile betting, it's this, it's that. So that's the scary part, and I think that's kind of what Ryan's getting at. Is prop betting is, hey, if I'm over 8 rebounds, I just say to you, Jimmy, hey, Jimmy, just take my under rebounds. I know if I have 7, I just won't go crash the boards anymore.
And you don't have to put, like you're talking about, $2 million. You can put 20 grand. And if you're a frequent bettor of 20 grand and you throw in another, like, I don't know, let's call it 30 or 40% a week, every 2 weeks, whatever the number that doesn't set off these alarms.
Well,
I don't know.
That would be the smart scheme. The problem is they get greedy.
Yeah, they get greedy, and then too many people get the information. So you're not making a bet that's out of the ordinary for you, but all of a sudden everybody's on Terry Rozier's under, right? And
I get it. But what's wrong with these dipshits nowadays? What is it, 32 people in total that got taken down today by the fucking, like you said, FBI? This is not like Johnny around the corner. This is like you're in fucking trouble unless you're, I won't name names, unless you're somebody pretty important. You're not getting out of these hands very easily. They have a lot to go on.
You can name it. I mean, who cares? You're not Michael Jordan. Like, they're not going to be like, okay, Michael.
Oh, no, I had much more interesting thoughts in my head there.
We'll pretend like you're not, 20 million into a bookie. Go play baseball for a year.
Right.
I mean, it's scary. And I am going to be I probably won't bet many prop bets in the NBA anymore. Not right now, at least.
Hey,
but not just NBA. But think about how much. How much you put on college, like just percentage wise, every week. This person, that team, over this, under this, whatever it is. Like that's all impacted now because you're doubting the validity of those players' efforts.
Hey, good news. Can't do it in New York, so I'm fine.
Oh, really?
You cannot bet college player props.
Okay, fair. I didn't realize that. Again, I'm not labeled with either one of you. I'm just my own guy. No, cheers to you.
Don't get me wrong. I still play him. I just call Jimmy up and say, "Hey, Jersey, here's what I need."
Plausibly deniable, I'm sure. I love going to. Is it Jersey? You can play cards. You can play blackjack.
You can play.
Fucking love when Chris.
Is legal
when number 2 has games in Philly, I'm in, dude. I can just play blackjack all night. It's great.
I'm not even going to lie to you two. I search probably once a month legal poker in New York because, as you both know, I'm a player, and I can't wait for Party Poker to come.
It's not in Maryland, but remember, there've been a lot of betting schemes on poker problems too.
Party Poker's legit. They are. Yeah. They've been vetted. They're the Jersey site.
I used to play in Connecticut.
Oh, me too. Early 2000s. So I did. All I did.
I probably beat you a few hundred times, except for in person when you just grabbed me by the ears and pulled me across the fire. It was very exciting.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
I enjoyed it.
You put me in a card game with you two, just like Rounders. I'll play it blind. I won't even look at it.
Jimmy, it took about, I don't remember the exact time. I'm guessing 35 minutes. It was pretty fast.
It was a pretty solid beating.
Yeah. I took it every which way.
Oh, look, I mean, like I said, I've been playing. I literally played. I used to go and play around the clock. loved it. And when in the early 2000s, that's all I did. And hey, shout out right now to America's Card Room. It's 100% illegal, and I 100% did it during COVID. I passed my time.
Can I tell a story real quick that I think Greg's heard, but I don't think Jim has? So this one time, Holly my wife asked me to, whatever, I said her name. She asked me to take her and like a group of people to Foxwoods, right? So this one girl, she was a bridesmaid, whatever. So I drove, dead sober, no problem. Dropped them off. They were hanging around 7-8 hours. I sat in the poker room. Maybe I had $100 or something like that, and I put it all down. So these couple of firefighters at the table, and there's like what, Greg, 220 tables. I mean, how many is it? It's a lot.
There's a lot, and Foxwoods poker room's big.
Amazing. So I'm playing like, I think it's like a $10 minimum, whatever it was, and it's Hold'em, right? So I'm sitting there. This guy next to me, he's a firefighter. He's got this heavy boss next to me. He goes, yo, check that out. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And he hits me again. He's like, yo, that is one fine piece of ass. And I look at him, and he goes, hey, is that your girl? I'm like, yeah, that's my fiance, walking towards us. And Holly walks up, she gives me a kiss. I give her like $50. She's like, man, I'm really sorry. That wasn't about that. I had no idea. Like, no, I appreciate you. Like, it was a compliment. I was sitting there by myself in this huge room of people, and my wife walked over, and you said she was hot as fuck, basically.
Say,
so,
yeah, I outkicked my coverage.
That's a compliment. Jimmy, I just want to let you know your service tonight is awful, by the way. So all the great jokes you're probably telling aren't coming through.
I feel like I need a game on to prove that my internet is good, better than Jimmy's.
Jimmy's comes in crystal clear, then he fades out a little bit, then he's back.
Jays are playing right now. I'm ignoring it for you guys because I'm terrified of turning it on.
I can give you updates in lifetime.
Let's go Jays, by the way!
It looks like it's 1-0 Dodgers.
That's all right. I can deal with that.
I'll give you one story, then we'll move on. We'll let Jimmy get his 5 minutes of fame here with the UFC, but I'll give you a good black because you're a casino blackjack guy. By the way, Ryan went on one of the greatest runs I ever saw. Story for another day. I was in Mohegan Sun, early 20s, sit down at a blackjack table. One other guy at the table, sitting in the first spot. I'm in like the last spot, right across from me. Skid Row, Sebastian Bach.
Oh, yeah.
Great dude. So I look at him and I'm like, they had a concert at Mohegan. It was like literally 3 a.m. And I look at him, I go, hey, big fan. So he looks back, he goes, yeah, what songs you like? And I yell out 18 and a Life and I Will Remember You. He just took a sip of his drink. He goes, you're not a fan. Yeah, he was cool. He was really funny. Really funny dude.
That's good.
All right, Jimmy. We've taken up 18 minutes of nonsense, and now it's your time to shine. Here's where I tune out. Jimmy, UFC, please.
Well, I appreciate your tune out. Hopefully I don't fall off the face of the earth on this one either. So, pretty good card. We've been waiting for the heavyweight title fight for quite a while. John Jones held this division hostage for quite some time. We still think we might get that fight one day. I'm not so sure. But this is how I'll play it. I won't go through a huge breakdown. There's 3 fights that we will be playing. I'm going to start with the Almeida versus I apologize. I'm going to start at another fight with the Rakic versus Murzakanov. So I don't really understand the line here, which kind of like sort of scares me. But Rakic is on like a 3-fight lose streak. He's fighting Murzakanov, who's undefeated and knocking everybody out, and it's basically a pick'em fight. It makes me nervous that somebody knows something about Rakic, or that we don't, or that maybe there's an injury happening, but I'm not going to believe it.
Jimmy,
I think we're going to take the obvious play.
If you'll allow me, I'll explain it to you. See, so Rakic is minus 115. So what that means is you have to lay $115 to win 100.
Yeah. Well, I understand how the line literally works.
Oh, all right, gotcha.
Yeah. I don't understand why it's such a close line. It doesn't make any sense. So take, we're going to be on Murzakanov minus 105 because, and if it loses, it loses. Somebody knew something, but he should be minus 195, minus 205 in this fight. I don't get it.
So here's the interesting part of this fight, to me, is he's a minus 105. It's really, like, to your point, it's basically a pick 'em. But let's just say he's a slight dog, right? But if you look at the point spread, he's giving 3.5 in the point spread.
Doesn't make any sense.
Plus money a little bit, but he's the one that they favored in the point spread. How does that make any sense?
That's what I'm saying. That's a great point. I didn't look at it, but like, yeah, this doesn't make sense. We're going to go with the thing that seems too good to be true, and if we're suckers, we're suckers. But it's just like, if it went the other way, I could never live with myself thinking, yeah, he got knocked out like the last 3 fights. Like, why would we pick him against an undefeated fighter when they were giving us minus 105?
Is it a 5-round fight or 3?
That's a 3-round fight.
The over's juiced a little bit too, so maybe this goes to a decision as well.
Could be. So the Volkov Almeida fight, we're going to avoid, because Almeida, I think he's going to win, but I'm not going to lay 185 for it. The Nurmagomedov fighting Mario Batista, again, minus 625, impossible to bet. So we're going to get to the 2 main events. We've got Jandiroba versus Mackenzie Dern. So to me, I think Mackenzie Dern probably wins the fight. But I'm not going to take that chance and lay the 148. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this to go the distance, and it gets you to minus 110. These are not knockout artists we're talking about here. That's not how these ladies fight. Now, could it happen? Yeah, sure, right? Like, it's not like it's impossible. But I highly, highly doubt it will. Mackenzie Dern doesn't really knock anybody out. So she submits you, goes to a decision. So I think this fight's going the distance. They're both very talented. The line will tell you that. 148 and plus 124. So take this going the distance for minus 110. Which brings us to the main event, and then we will move on. So Tom Aspinall, everybody's been waiting for this fight. Now, Tom Aspinall has 9 knockouts.
Everybody.
Yeah, well, all UFC fans have been. It's the heavyweight division. They wanted it to be John Jones he was fighting. It's not. It's Cyril Gahn.
Ryan, it's so important. They're putting it at 4:30. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Hey, listen. That's because it's overseas. It is.
I understand time zones. Go ahead.
Yes, I know. So that's a big deal. It's a big deal in Abu Dhabi.
Jimmy, we're trying hard.
Yeah. Listen, Brian, you like UFC. Don't jump on this.
I know. No. I know, but like, we're listening. We're quiet, and then you took a shot. It can't be stopped.
Yeah. So
meanwhile, fucking this kid fucking just struck out the second out.
I thought you weren't watching it.
I just turned it on.
Roll
Sorry.
the dice.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Now Shohei's up though.
So this is
Sorry.
great color commentary from Ryan.
Fastball up and inside.
Hey, we have fucking Bob Uecker here, guys.
Give us your breakdown, because I do need some material for shorts. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, so Tom Aspinall is the overwhelming favorite, minus 345. He's knocked 9 of his last 12 opponents out, and it's minus 1 or 345 on the money line. But to win by knockout, he's even money. So take him even money. I don't think he's going to lose the fight. He could. I doubt it. That's the heavyweights throw leather, and it's tough to get a heavyweight fight 5 rounds unless they're really grappling. Tom Aspinall is a good wrestler. He could take him down. He has submissions on his record, but for even money, it's nuts not to take him. So we're going to take Tom Aspinall to win by KO, gets you even money. We're going to take the Mackenzie Dern and Jandiroba fight to go the distance, and that should get you minus 110. And then last but not least, because there's something fishy about it, but I don't care, we're taking Murzakanov at minus 105 to win.
No, and again, I mess with Jimmy a lot, but we get a lot of comments on how knowledgeable he is in the UFC and does a great job breaking it down. I don't watch it, but what I can do, and Jimmy can attest to it, is I can look at a line and tell you what makes sense and what doesn't. And what Jimmy's telling you on the main event makes perfect sense, because he's minus 345, but this is a 5-round fight, I assume, because it's a main event, right, Jimmy?
5-round fight, heavyweight.
The over under is 1.5 rounds, which is telling you something right there. So why on earth would we lay the 345? Let's take the risk, like Jimmy's saying, go for the knockout.
To be fair, I'm just messing with Jimmy's etiquette, not his knowledge. He's very smart.
It's all right.
Oh yeah, he gets.
I like his MMA stuff. We've talked about it before. I've lost a little touch. I feel like it's very watered down at this point, and it's a challenge to watch nowadays because you got to keep track of too many things, right?
Yeah.
You got 32 NBA teams. How many fucking real players do you have in MMA right now? 150? Like, that's a lot.
The cream of the crop is like it always was, though. There's just so much more content out there with all the contenders.
It's not. With respect, it's not. How many weight classes were there? 3?
No, there was always 4.
No,
then they
back in the day. So after they had those marathons where they'd fight 3 times a day.
You had welter, middle, light, heavy, and heavy. There was always 4.
Okay,
Then
let's
they
get.
added, then
How
they
many are
added
there
light,
now? 9, including women's.
light, and then you've got feather,
No,
bantam, fly.
yeah.
There's 8 with the men's.
Okay, exactly. And then there's 3 at least women's that matter, right? Like it's too
Yeah, but there's
hard
like
to keep.
75. Every 3 pounds in boxing is a new weight division. So
Fine, boxing sucks.
yeah,
Everybody hates their judges. There's 4 orgs.
hey,
It's just a waste of time, right?
hey,
Unless you're watching the Olympics where these kids are getting scored on point, that kind of stuff. The judges are crazy, and it happens in MMA too. But my point is, it's just watered down. It's harder to watch. And like we've talked about, like when you go to shop wherever, whether it's food or clothing or who the fuck knows what it is, you want a simple answer, right? You can't put diesel in your whatever it is. You know what I mean? You can't take that diesel and
you're
shove it
really
into your
going down a
gas tank.
rabbit hole with this.
I know, but you understand my idea. Like, make it easier to watch because I love the true sport of MMA. I really do. I
I
love
do
it.
too, but it's like I said, since I've really dove back in, it doesn't take a long time to get it. And like we watch college football and basketball, and there's, I mean, how many teams are out there, right? So it can be complicated. And I'll just assume we're between innings, Ryan, because you're not screaming at the television and you're making comments about the UFC.
Yes, we are in between.
So,
Yes, with the
okay,
CN Tower, which I've been up many times. Yes,
that
thank you.
tracks. That tracks. So anyway, Greg, we're done. We can move on.
I'm not done. I'm not done with you, sir. My
Go.
point is it's too broad, right? In college football, how many teams change from the bottom third to the middle third to the top third? Not many every year, right? So you've got to keep a certain amount of track. But you could be at 150 and next year 75 of them change. You know,
So-
that's almost what I'm saying.
I hear you, but college football, you got to look at it in maybe 4 to 5 year increments because that's how long it takes to build a team. So there is change. Like Indiana went from a doormat to a contender. There was a time where Minnesota went from a doormat to a contender.
Okay, so you're talking 5-year change. My point is in MMA, in 1 year out of 150, you could change 75.
Right.
That's my problem. And it's too much to keep track of. And over the years, as much as I loved it like Jimmy does, and obviously he still keeps track because he does speak sensibly, as much as I don't like to admit that at times, he's very smart with what he says and the historical values also there. He also talks back like 7 years ago, so-and-so beat whatever with an armbar. So this person's, great at arm bars, that kind of stuff. He's great. It's just too much for me to keep track of. I'd rather watch one of these big 4.
Look, he's the best mediocre commentary I know.
Fair enough. He's got a great haircut, too.
I feel like I'm pretty solid.
Look, Jimmy's the best fall guy in the business right now in podcasting. Thank you, Jimmy, for letting me.
Since
1981. All right.
No, I don't think so. No, I'm not talking about his birth. I'm saying when the show was on.
Oh.
Tell me you knew that was a show.
What? Go ahead.
I tuned out like 5 minutes ago. Let me know. Let me know when the rant's over.
Sorry, I'm the true color person. I add extra minutes of useless content.
That's what we do here.
Just fills gaps.
We mispronounce names. We're all about it. All right, we got a lot of things thrown at us in the email this week, so I'm just gonna weave them in. So before we get to college football, here's a question I got. I was debating on whether doing this next week would be better, but hey, maybe we'll just revisit it, Jimmy. All right, boys. Question: best Halloween candy when we were trick-or-treaters, and worst. What was the worst thing when you went up to a door and you got it and you just said, "What the fuck? Now you're getting egg."
The candy corn, probably.
Not a fan of the candy corn.
I don't mind it, but there's so much of it. You get a bag of granulated sugar, basically, and it was everywhere. There was just so much. Actually, I'll take it back. You know what was worse than candy corn? The candy corn pumpkins, because it was so much of it. It was so
Jimmy doesn't like the candy corn pumpkin. I'll be honest, I like both. I think the biggest mistake anybody made in my hometown, and I hope he listens every once in a while, my buddy Brett, was when someone put out a bag of apples and said, "Take one, please." Well, Ryan, what we did, and I think I'm past the statute of limitations, right? We took the whole bag and then went to the road and just fired them as hard as we could at the windows.
Yeah.
So my answer would be when it's not candy, when you try to give me something healthy.
So, Greg, as a member of this universe that almost died on a corner next to my house, I would tell you that apples are no good. I did not like getting apples, and here and there I did. However, if we're going positive, which I didn't hear from either of you guys, the street behind where you almost died is where the governor of Connecticut lived. And he used to always give full-size candy bars, and it was fantastic. They'd be all different kinds, but it'd be full-size, like big dogs.
I would say my favorite, probably as a kid, I was a big fan of getting the Butterfinger.
I'll give two. Reese's Pieces was my thing for like savory chocolate. For candy, I was Nerds all the way. The little boxes of Nerds.
Love the Nerds. Good
Yeah.
call.
Little boxes of Nerds were great.
Did you ever find the house? Well, look, in Erie, it probably didn't happen. But Ryan, I'll talk to you. And where we grew up, did you ever get the full size ones where someone was giving out full size bars?
The governor.
Yeah, that's what he said.
And a handicap guy on the backside of the governor who, for whatever reason, felt bad about life.
So I had to explain to my parents, my mom more than anyone else when I was a kid, we would give out the full size. She always had full size Butterfingers, Milky Ways, and I think it was Skittles. And she would always be bitching, like the next day, like, these kids came like 3-4 times. Well, no kidding, Mom. You're giving out the best stuff in the neighborhood. That's why they keep coming back.
Of course.
Supply and demand. I mean, it's very simple, Mom.
No full-size bars in Erie, right, Jimmy?
No.
No, that's stupid. Let's be real. They cut the mini bars in half.
Yeah. Right?
Resealed them.
They'd get like a Hershey bar. They'd break up the individual squares, put them in a little drug baggie, a little dime bag, and hand those out.
A little dime.
Yeah.
You got a dime, a Snicker.
Here you go.
What was the most popular one you would get out in Erie? Is that why we're bringing out the pumpkins? Because they'd give out one pumpkin?
No, I know. I you know what else I was always a fan of, and these you got a lot of, but I love them to this day. Is the peanut M&Ms. You can't go wrong.
Oh
with
yeah, you can't go wrong with peanut M&Ms.
Peanut M&Ms are fantastic. I like peanut butter M&Ms, but a regular peanut M&M, just classic candy, fantastic.
Jumping, my buddy who I play golf with today, who I no longer work with, but we'll never work with him again. Anyway, he had cookies and creams, Reese's peanut butter cups.
Ooh.
Holy shit. He was giving these texts. If you see them, try them. I promise you. It's like a mix. So it's cookies and cream on the top, and then the regular Reese's on the bottom. Oh, my God. Better than crack.
Ryan's a big caramello guy.
Oh, my God. That's a flashback. There's no way you know that recently. Good job.
Caramellos. When I was a kid, I liked whatchamacallits a lot.
The good candy bar.
Yeah, whatchamacallits were good. Of course, I like caramellos. You know what?
Caramel. Where the fuck did you remember that from? God damn. That's really freaking me out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's one that was less. That wasn't quite as good, but it was solid and was less expensive.
Can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because my random candy bar that was off the radar, a little like the second tier, which was better than all the top candies, the Fifth Avenue.
Oh, the Fifth Avenue was great.
Yeah.
No, this one wasn't better. I will say this one was a step below, but it was bigger and it was slightly cheaper at the store all the time.
Shocking that was your favorite. Go ahead.
No, it was because you could get I'll give you M&M threatened to choke somebody to death with it. Charleston Chew.
Charleston Chews were great.
Yeah. They were always
strawberry.
Used to be at was 60 cents. It was 45. It was always
they were only great until you got to like 13 and realized it wasn't great.
Yeah, did you guys ever have the strawberry one?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah. No, candy bar I hated when I was a kid, but as an adult I love. I'll give you two. I'll give you a candy bar and a candy. That's why I know I belong in a State Farm commercial. Payday.
Oh, Payday's a good candy bar.
And
it's all right.
I love it now. And Good and Plenty's. Sign me up.
I love the Good and Plenty.
I love them.
Black licorice is great.
Oh, it's so
you guys
good.
Are disgusting people.
Oh, it's so good. When I was a kid, I hated black licorice. My dad would be like at the Easter basket picking all the black jelly beans out.
Yep.
Now I'm that guy. Sign me up.
Disgusting.
I go to a movie. That's what I get.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
Buy that?
Oh, yep. Diet Coke.
When we were kids, Jimmy, Reese's Pieces was my go-to at the movie theater.
Love Reese's. I loved Sour Patch Kids when I was a kid.
Me too. Sour Patch Kids was my non-chocolate go-to.
Yeah.
I cannot remember this movie name, but do you guys remember? I think it was. I want to say it was called Legend of Tarzan, but it wasn't. It was the guy from. Not Quicksilver. What's that?
How would you think it might be Legend of Tarzan, but it's not Legend of Tarzan?
No. I'm just saying it's about the Legend of Tarzan, whatever it was.
I think that's the most random movie ever, but it might not be that.
Is that the name of the movie? I'm not being funny. I just noticed that story. Anyway,
you said it was a Tarzan movie. We could have all moved on.
Whatever. Anyway, I had Reese's Pieces at 10 o'clock at night. It was a 10 o'clock movie. I didn't get home till 2 in the morning. One of those great parent memories. Shit, now I gotta look. Is that
Hey.
right?
Good story.
You Google that while we move on to college football.
Fucking A.
All right.
It sure as shit was The Legend of Tarzan. No, Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan. That's what it was. That's why I said that.
Here's the good news. 18 people saw it, and you were one of them.
All right, fantastic. Don't be dicks. That was 1985 or something.
Jesus Christ. And you saw it in a theater?
Yes, at 10 o'clock at night. That's why it was cool. Think of the first time your parents took you out at like fucking 10 o'clock at night. It was cool.
I can actually tell you. It was my
Hey,
dad.
let's hear it.
It was my dad, Ninja Turtles. And
Ooh.
we got to the theater. First one. I think I must have been, 8, 9 when that came out? First
Probably.
one. And we got there, and my dad, who expected this? It was sold out. And my dad was like the most honest guy ever. And he said, okay, bought us 3 tickets to something else. Took a hard left right into the Turtles.
Movies before this, but the first memorable movie I remember as a kid was when we waited like a whole showing and we went shopping to get shit to see Home Alone. When Home Alone came out, it was sold out constantly, and I remember that day. And we got tickets, but we couldn't get tickets to that one. To the next one, we like had lunch, we shopped around, we went to the movie, and it was Home Alone. It was fantastic.
So it's you know what this. I'll save one of the things I put on here for another day because since you brought up Home Alone, we'll continue on the non-sports trend. Someone asked, because Ryan, the movie guy, has become the movie guy. Has anyone ever gone on a better run than John Hughes in writing movies?
No.
Never, right? I agree. I'm with you. I agree too.
So many.
It's literally insane.
You got to look them up. If you just start listing them out, I mean, it's ridiculous. You could like Breakfast Club, Weird Science. Is it Weird Science? 16 Candles. St. Elmo's Fire. Like, it just fucking keeps going.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Unbelievable movie.
Weird Science was my favorite of all of them that you named. I love it.
No, Uncle Buck was just on yesterday. Like, the guy really hit these. Somehow he caught the audiences between 12 and 30 at a time when stuff. Yeah, at a time when stuff was just starting to be introduced, right? HBO was just becoming a thing that people wanted to pay for. So movie theaters, people are going crazy at movie theaters, and like all this idiotic teenage boy humor was a big thing. And this guy really, like, he created a Whack Pack. I mean, not to go Howard Stern, but that's where that shit came from. It was the Brat Pack. These guys are incredible. The amount of volume that group generated over the next 20 years is crazy.
I am pulling it up right now. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, how many he wrote? Breakfast Club, Weird Science, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Pretty in Pink, Some Kind of Wonderful.
Oh, but by the way, Jimmy, if you haven't seen Some Kind of Wonderful and you want to fucking shed a tear, go watch that fucking movie.
Jimmy,
that'll make you bawl.
I listed them all off, and we all know Home Alone. I mean,
Mary Stuart Masterson is unbelievable.
John Hughes might have written the 2 most watched Christmas movies once we get to Black Friday, and that is Home Alone and Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
He wrote them both.
Jimmy, cheers, by the way.
Cheers.
So, Ryan, this was the... I wanted to get on the John Hughes tangent for a minute, but this was the actual question. What was a better run, in your opinion, Ryan? John Hughes in his movie run 80s into the early 90s, or Tom Hanks's as an actor run in the 90s? That is a great question.
But Hanks really had a run from like late 80s to early 2000s. That was phenomenal.
Well, I mean, his run in the 80s was kind of corny movies, but they were popular.
They were awesome. Yes. Splash was the 80s. Was it 87?
Splash was 80s, yeah.
Yeah. Big. Late 80s?
Late 80s.
Castaway was like 2003.
Yeah, what was Forrest Gump must have been, 91 or
94? 93.
He went, all right, you want the 90s or you want the whole thing?
I mean,
I don't need any of it, but go ahead, Sam, just for...
Right, so 1990, he came in with the absolute, just a dud, but people liked it. Joe versus the Volcano. Oof.
Garbage.
But the run started in 92 that I think this person was talking about, and that's when he went A League of Their Own, Sleepless in Seattle, Philadelphia, Forrest Gump, Apollo 13, Toy Story, Saving Private Ryan, The Green Mile, Castaway was 2000. That is a freaking run.
Yeah, I think I've got to go with the like as me as the shitty little teenage boy. I think John Waters was unbelievable. I just think those are what the fuck is his name? Shit, not
John Hughes.
John Hughes. Sorry, John Hughes is just amazing. Like those movies were impactful. They were fun.
agree.
They were like enjoyable. But I have to say, like, if you're gonna go serious and you're gonna talk about someone like really running the gamut of performances, you got to go Tom Hanks there. Like, think about the stuff he did. Like Saving Private Ryan, I think that's a garbage movie, but everybody loved it. Fine. Big, he was this little baby.
Big.
Yeah, he went from town. Don't get me started on my blockbuster days. He went from town to town. Ryan, are you here? Hey, Ryan, are you here? And just went.
But Big was one that you followed real well.
Yes, because Big was like this transition, right? Big was this like adult playing a kid,
A
and like
1970s little video game turned me into a fucking adult. Here I am.
you can disagree with me if you want. I think that was a much more impactful role, more interesting. Castaway, unbelievably, like what creativity that was. He just did a lot of different stuff. Forrest Gump, like he played every character in that
It was great.
same character.
Great Hanks movie, underrated. Road to Perdition. Fantastic movie.
Nah, sorry.
You didn't know?
And
Nah,
Jimmy brings it
Gangster.
to a screeching halt.
Yeah, I watched it once.
Yes,
It was
that's
kind of garbagey to me. Green Mile now. You want to
Green
get
Mile.
around that time?
2000.
Green Mile. Yo,
Green Mile.
shout
Unbelievable movie.
out my boy MLH32. I don't know if Greg knows who that is. Ran Hamden for a while. Anyway, worked with him for a while, but like Tony used to say, we'd be getting on a plane. Tony'd be like, Green Mile, say what's up. And he would just put his head down because he looked like fucking Michael Clark Duncan. And people didn't know what to do.
R.I.P. Love that
Yeah,
guy.
absolutely. Married to that chick from The Apprentice. Anyway, tough one,
Omarosa.
man. Yeah, Omarosa, that's right. Michael Clark Duncan. Yeah, I think that Tom Hanks was more of a variety. John Hughes, like great stuff, impactful. Love those movies. Just showed the kid Breakfast Club 2 weeks ago. And we're gonna watch a different movie tonight, which I can't say, but let's just say Edward Norton. You guys can remember who that is. And which movie I'm probably gonna show.
I don't know. I mean, he was in so many good ones.
The big one with Gear.
Oh my God, you're watching Primal Fear?
Hell yeah, there you go, bro.
Such a good movie.
Nothing like a twist. I almost broke the kid's head. 6 cents a couple weeks ago. She was like, "Oh my God!" She cried 3 times, like hysterically. It was amazing.
And here's where my night's gonna get ruined. Jimmy, have you ever seen Primal Fear?
Yes, I've seen Primal Fear. It's been a long time.
Jesus.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of Norton movies, but yeah, it's been a long time. I don't watch a lot of movies more than once unless they're on TV and on the background. So
The ending of Primal Fear is one of my favorite endings of all time, Ryan.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh God.
I can't talk about it too much just in case I give something away, but
Oh, because who you're watching it with does not know the ending?
yeah, exactly. They're up there.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, are they in for?
No, you're in my ears, so don't worry. You can say whatever.
Are they in for a treat?
Absolutely. Like I said, 6 cents.
I thought you were gonna show
3
American
different-
History X, just like
Nah,
family night.
Nothing like a good curb stomp.
Yeah.
Although we're getting there. Listen, they're old. They're not 7, Jimmy. It's probably important to let them know at times that
Well,
shit happens.
We're 45 minutes into the show, ladies and gentlemen, and we haven't talked about college football yet, which is usually in the opening 10 minutes.
Wait,
It's
Thank
really off
God
the rails.
for B1.
Look, not one person can ever say again that we didn't appease everybody and go off sports here. All right, we'll go college football because I do have a couple other off sports things before we get to NFL. But we'll whip through college football quick because Jimmy, the slate isn't great this week. So I'll give you the big games. Oklahoma is given 5.5 at home to Ole Miss. My opinion here is I think this line is 5.5 for a reason. I think it's because Oklahoma is the better team. They got the better defense. Their offenses are comparable. I think Oklahoma will go up and down the field on Ole Miss. And I'm going to lay the points here, take the home team.
I'm with you. Mateer's third game back from injury. I think he's getting right. Played all right last week. Didn't blow him up, but they beat South Carolina pretty easily. I'm with you. I think Ole Miss is slightly overrated. It's in Norman, Oklahoma.
Next one that caught my eye here.
Can I ask a question here?
Oh, absolutely.
So you said the week wasn't great, and when I was looking at bets this morning, I was like, what is going on? Is this some sort of planned week I don't know about? Like keeping the big games off?
It's just random how it works out with teams winning or losing, and it just didn't work out to being a great week in college football.
Fair enough. I just didn't know if I missed something there.
Well,
Thanks.
it's just randomized. And Jimmy, so I'll throw this one to you because you really got on the Memphis wagon here. They let us down last week, but now they're hosting South Florida at home, and they're getting almost a touchdown. They're now getting 6. Taking a stand on Memphis to play a competitive game against South Florida at home?
I think so at home. I mean, South Florida is having a nice season, but I don't think we think they're world beaters. Memphis is playing at home. They had a huge letdown game, obviously. But yeah, I mean, a couple of 6-1 teams, home field advantage. I'm with Memphis. I've got Memphis circled for a monster teaser because if we want to jump that line to 19, I think it's a home run.
Yeah, I lean Memphis in this game, slight lean. Next game on the slate, I think this is too many points. Nebraska is hosting Northwestern. They're giving over a touchdown. I kind of like Northwestern in the points here, Jimmy.
Yeah, it's like it's in Nebraska. Matt Rule is theoretically getting that program in line. It is a lot of points though. And Northwestern has been playing decent football. I don't know. I'm probably going to avoid, but yeah, I don't know. Is Nebraska legit? Are they up and coming? Are they the team that's a year early? Is Matt Rule really building something there, or is it just the same old Nebraska?
I wouldn't say either team is legit. That's why I kind of lean Northwestern, just because it's again a key number 7.5. I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both 5-2. I agree. I think it probably would be a good game. Yeah, I like you said, they got the 7 in the hook. It is it's a key number, but you're probably right if you're gonna go one way or the other. Again, not a bad option for a monster teaser, though. I don't have them in mind.
All right, Kansas. This line moved quite a bit. I already bet this, if I'm being transparent, and I got 2.5. The Fighting Keegans are giving a 3.5 now to Kansas State. If you don't know that reference, that's Kansas. Keegan, check them out. KC Sports Authority, great channel. Go ahead, Jimmy. What do you think?
I
know we hate them. I know we hate them, but I think they're the right spot here.
You're probably right, but I had K-State underlined here. I'll probably avoid just because I can't. If I bet against Kansas and we lose, I can't live with myself. And if I bet on them, right?
You got kids, man. You can't. You got to live with yourself.
Yeah, I'm done with you. Kansas. Yeah, and then we're gonna start talking about college basketball, Kansas, real soon here. So,
not in a good way.
No.
I listened last season, gents.
Yeah,
he just got fucking lubricated by them in a bad way.
Yeah, we sure did.
Not great.
Yeah. We'll be hitting a little college basketball preview on Monday, everybody, so tune in for that. Yeah, all right, so Jimmy's a pass. Ryan, any opinion on that game? Just cut in.
No, sir.
Time. All right. Again, to be transparent, I as Jimmy knows and anyone who listens to the show, I usually bet early in the week, so I beat this number. I like Arkansas. I got it at 1. It's now 2.5. I like Arkansas at home to beat Auburn. I'm going Hagen, Jimmy, is what I'm saying.
I don't know that I love that.
Hasn't Auburn been tricky a couple times this year to predict?
Yeah,
I'm going Hagen though at home.
Yeah, I'm probably with you. Auburn just can't seem to close a game out. I'll hog with you.
All right, Jimmy, I can't wait to hear your take here. This line has also moved. Luckily I bet this early too. I got it at 2.5. That's where I felt comfortable.
I think I know where you're going.
I'm on Vandy, giving 2.5 to Missouri at home. I still think Vandy is a great team. I think they're much better than Missouri, and you want to under a field goal at home, I'm in on Diego.
Yeah, I mean, Diego Pavia is clearly the better quarterback. Prbula is solid, but we've talked about it before. Missouri just can't. They don't hit on any big plays. It's right. They're overachieving team this year. So I mean, obviously, so is Vanderbilt. But yeah, I still like the 3. I would lay it. You might end up with a push because of that number, but that I'm willing to do. The 3 in the hook. I'd probably still bet it, but I feel very confident 3 at home. Vanderbilt's going to make the college football playoffs this year.
Ryan, your thoughts?
Nothing there.
Hop on the Vandy bandwagon. I know they screwed you when you tried to bet Tech that day, but
They fucking did. And it really pissed me off. Duff really did. Well, I've been trying to. Yeah, I've been
I'm
trying to do
sorry you
those
lost
five.
$5.
No, that was fucking more, dude. Yeah, I lost $5, but it was like 90 or something. Anyway, yeah, I mean your logic sounds good. I don't know what else to tell you, really.
All right, I wish I could play sound effects, but somehow we can't figure out how to do that on the show. But sound the alarm, Jimmy. That's where you make a sound effect. All right. Here's the fishy line of the week. I know every once in a while we give these out and they lose, but I'm telling you right now, you got to bet Iowa State. Iowa State's given.
Holy shit! Is that really what I was?
Yeah,
Sorry.
fishy line of the week. Iowa State's given 2.5 at home to BYU, ranked number 11, undefeated. Ain't happening. Iowa State's going to defend the home turf. They're going to beat BYU. BYU will have a letdown coming off for the win in the Holy War. Give me Iowa State here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good
Jimmy,
point
you
about.
got to hold your nose and bet it. That's
It's
it.
a good. Oh, it's a good point about the. It's a good point about the fishy line because, you were all over BYU and you were right last week. That didn't make any sense, and now you're kind of going the opposite direction. So no, I think you're probably right about that. It's 2.5 doesn't seem like enough, right?
No, it doesn't. And then here's another one that doesn't seem like enough to me. And hey, maybe I'll be sitting here at 7:30 tomorrow night going, damn, they knew it. And that's Cincinnati. I don't think 3.5 is enough to Baylor. I think Cincinnati is freaking good, and we've talked about it before on this show. They're at home hosting Baylor, only given 3.5. Give me the Fighting Kelseys to knock Baylor right down.
Yeah, you know it's going to be a high score. The line the total set at 67.5. So 3.5 predicts it's going to be close. I agree with you. I don't think it will be. I think Cincinnati's defense is great. I don't think anybody thinks their defense is great, but their offense is going to score a bunch of points, and I don't think Baylor's going to be able to overcome it. So I'm with you.
All right, Jimmy. Texas, I mean, again, we talked and we put out a couple shorts on Arch Manning this week. We're not big fans. We don't think he showed us anything that indicates he's going to be a great pro quarterback. I think he's going to be back for his senior season. But they're giving 7.5 on the road to Mississippi State. Well, I go top my drink off. You tell the people who they're betting.
Yeah, and I'm excited to hear what Greg has to say about this because this is a game that I had circled here. I think that you take Mississippi State in the 7.5. Look, I think Arch Manning is going to be good. We've talked about it. We don't have to revisit all of this. If he was that good, he would have played over Quinn Ewers last year. It's not like Quinn Ewers was a top 10 draft pick.
Jimmy, I think that's one of your best points you've ever made. Like,
yeah,
he would have been playing last year, and you said it a few weeks ago.
yeah.
Like, maybe we got fooled.
I think we did, or he's eventually going to come on. Look, Mississippi State has only lost one game by more than 7.5 points this year. One game. So I don't know, and that was to A&M, an undefeated number 3 school at A&M. So yeah, well I'm all over Mississippi State here, 7 in the hook. Like I said, it's a key number. And Texas hasn't shown that they're going to come in and blow anybody out. And Mississippi State has shown that they're going to play with just about anybody, right?
It's a good call. If you said you have to make a pick here, I'm probably leaning with Jimmy taking the 7.5. The only thing that makes me a little weary is Texas's defense is still good.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. So could they win by 10? They could. Will Arch Manning put together a full game? Maybe he will. For me, this is a pass. I kind of wanted to see where Jimmy's head was at, and I heard, but I agree with him. If I was going to bet it, I'd probably take Mississippi State. This, for me, is an in-game play. I want to see how the first quarter goes.
The problem is you have no idea what Manning's going to do. You guys have talked about the pros and the cons. I mean, we watch people in the NFL go all the time, like up and down. You just don't know what's going to happen with this kid yet. He hasn't proven it, right? I'm not going to I'm a Drake May homer, because I'm a Patriots fan, right? He's not there yet. But, look at the Mannings. I mean, they got shellacked for 2 years. You know what I mean? And they ended up okay, but maybe he's okay, maybe he's not. He's a prototypical size. He has the genes, etc. But I think he's got some time to prove based on the start of this year. It's a little rough, and I made the point when you were gone that Jimmy said it 5-6 weeks ago. maybe we just got our expectations up. You know what I mean? He would have started last year if that wasn't the case, if he was some monster, you know?
No, I heard, and I agree with Jimmy. Last game that I really think is worth talking about here is number 3 Texas A&M goes to Death Valley, night game, giving 2.5 to LSU. Jimmy, is this the spot that LSU finally gets a big win?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't like. Why would this be the spot they finally pull it off? Other than desperation, other than they have to win the game, right? So if you want to make the argument that they're throwing caution to the wind, they're going to pull every trick out of the book, right? Like treat this like this is their Super Bowl, then that's the only logical argument I could think. But I think that they're clearly the inferior team here. I think it's and I understand that they're playing in Death Valley. And that's a very difficult place to play. But I mean, I guess the question is, do you believe in an A&M? And my answer is yeah. Now I was wrong about Tech last week, so maybe I'm wrong again here. But yeah, 2.5. Give me A&M.
Yeah, I'm against you here. It's Death Valley at home. A&M's offense has been fantastic. They're 17th in the country. They're putting up 464 yards a game. They're scoring about 36 points a game. LSU's only scoring 25. Their offense hasn't been great. You flip to the defense, and we've said it on the show a couple times. LSU's defense has been really, really good. They're only giving up 14 points a game. A&M's giving up 24, almost. Under the lights, in LSU, 2.5. I wish it was 3.5. I think it's going to be a really, really good game. As much as I don't want to do it, Ryan, I'm going to side with Brian Kelly because it's not opening day, and hope, even though he won this year, that he can win a big game at home. Give me LSU.
I think this is the first season in a while because of you guys that I'm actually paying any attention to college football. And I am shocked by how much parity there is. It's weird. I know App State beat Michigan, 7, 8 years ago, whatever that was, whenever that crazy thing.
Right, 12 years ago.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Locked! Go ahead.
That's my point, but I'm not trying to get into that. I'm just saying
By the way, thanks for bringing it up to 2 Michigan fans, but go ahead.
I'm a Michigan fan too. So, but like you said, you're a Penn State-aholic, right? Like this year, you're like Penn State's going to kill it, and they're getting crushed a couple times. It's just really hard right now with the NILs and the stuff we don't know, and who knows what gambling shit's going on. I just feel like it's questionable, to try and really go too hard on anyone. You got to use what information you have in the moment and go with your gut almost, and that's not a way I like to do business.
So, as we round this out, Greg, I've got a monster that I had put together, and I want to hear your take on it, see what you think, see if we're going to be playing. So I already mentioned 2 of them that we had because we covered the game. So I've got Memphis. It gets you to plus 19. I've got Mississippi State. Gets you to plus 20.5. I've got Bama. Gets you to plus 1.5. I don't think they're losing to South Carolina.
I don't even.
And then I'm taking Houston plus 20. They're 6-1. They're going to Arizona State. I know Arizona State's a good team. They're tough at home. That's a lot of points for a team that with 1 loss. I don't. Any thoughts?
Look, I was all over Houston last week. It was one of my plays of the week. 20.5 is a lot of points. It's a lot of points. So I feel comfortable moving that up to 20.5 before I'd move it to 7 or 6.5, the other way with Zona State. So I like it. I think that's a good play. I think that's probably something we're going to be betting.
Cool. All right. Well, I wrote a ton of games down for my monster. I had some other ones that I thought might come into play. I don't mind teasing the Indiana UCL game over down. I know we talk about teasing it up a lot, but Indiana scored 60 points multiple times this year, and I don't trust UCLA in Indiana. But yeah, that's the one that I landed on. So we talked about 2 of them. Those were the others. So we'll play that this weekend.
All right. Next thing I want to hit before we get into a non-sports topic is fantasy. NFL fantasy for this week. Jimmy, I'll say, hey, I'll be honest with you. I saw your team. I didn't like it, but hey, you're having a good run within our league. We're the same record, right? 5-2.
We're both 5-2. We're number 1 and 2 in the league.
Jimmy's one of the worst 5-2 teams I've ever seen, but he's there. He's doing it. He's really doing it. He's getting very lucky. His defense plays good. He wins games by not scoring a lot of points.
Hey,
but hey,
We were top points last week. We finally caught
got
one, but
very
we were
lucky because Nico got a concussion, or else you would have finished second to me. I should have 3 wins, but it's fine. I got 1. Jimmy, who's your? If you're looking at week 8, do you have anyone start sit that you'd throw out to everybody? Because I got.
I think so this is really difficult because the Cowboys are so good, but I really think the Broncos corners are fantastic. So it just depends on who they're going to put the number 1 on. Who is he going to be covering CD? But then I'm like, well, you really can't. I mean, Patrick Surtain's the best, but can you really sit CD Lamb down? So but it's almost a thing. Like if we think he's going to be following CD Lamb around, like he'd be a sit, which would just make George Pickens the best start of all time. So you're never going to sit CD because he's CD Lamb, right? But I don't think he's going to, there's a chance because I just believe in Patrick Surtain so much that he's not going to crush it. But you have to start him. You don't have a choice. He's CD Lamb. You're never going to not start him. I think play one of the tight ends from Pittsburgh if you have him, because Aaron Rodgers can say all he wants that it's not a get back game. And I truly think he'll go sign that 1-day contract and retire as a Packer. But I think he's going to do everything he can to beat them. And outside of DK Metcalf, they really don't have much in the receiving corps, right? But they've got Jonnu Smith and Freiermuth and, that other guy that's like 290 pounds that's like fleet of foot somehow. I think if you've got a Pittsburgh tight end this week, put him in.
All right. For me, first start for me is DeAndre Swift. If you're borderline on him, look, the Ravens are giving up the 2nd most points to running backs. I think it continues this week. I don't think the Bears are going to win the game, but I think DeAndre Swift will get enough points where he's serviceable. From a running back perspective, from a sit standpoint, I'm going to tell you right now, I would sit Merritt from the Commanders. I think the Chiefs defense has been good enough where the Merritt experience here. Look, Krosky Merritt's he's a serviceable player, Jimmy. He's serviceable, but I'm not starting him against Kansas City. Not the way the Commanders have been calling plays.
I wouldn't either because the Commanders are going to be playing from behind, so they're not going to be running the ball a ton.
That's a good point, too. But the way they're calling plays, they're running up the middle. You're not going to run up the middle on the Chiefs. You're going to have to get creative, and they just don't do it, unfortunately, right now for Washington.
No, you're not wrong. It'll be I think their season is going to be cooked quick, and unless they get Daniels back healthy and right. But their defense is not playing well this year, and that's the coach is known obviously as a guru. That was his trademark, but they're not looking good. Washington's still a solid team. I think next year they come right back. I don't see like some big backswing, but they have to protect Jaden Daniels.
They do. And then for wide receivers, my start. And sorry, Jimmy, I know this will hurt you a little bit because you have the number 1. I love Smith from the Eagles this week. I think he's going to have a huge game. So I would start Devonta Smith from a wide receiver standpoint, and from a sit standpoint. Look, I hate to say it. I don't have him this year. I had him last year. I drafted him late because I thought he was going to be big. I'm over Keon Coleman. I just don't trust him.
Oh,
yeah. Something happened.
So I'm gonna sit Keon Coleman. Yeah, someone almost did a homer on the Blue Jays, and Ryan's interrupting my great speech. Keon Coleman, it's fine.
Sorry.
I would sit Keon Coleman. You just don't know who Josh Allen's throwing the ball to, and I just don't think you can rely on Keon Coleman to have a big game.
No, I think it's fair. I mean, he's getting dropped in leagues, around the way.
Right, because he's had 2 decent games and 5 not great games.
No, that's it's a good point.
Or 4 because they had a bye week.
No, you're not wrong. No, I think that. I think we could talk about the top of the list and those that are obvious must plays, but I think Steph Diggs. I know you have Steph Diggs, and I think he's a sit too going up against Cleveland just because their defense has been playing great. I think New England wins the game, but I would probably sit Stephon Diggs this week. I think the Browns defense has proven to be pretty stout. The Patriots.
Are you serious?
I would sit him.
What?
If you got a better option, I'd sit him.
What fucking planet are you on?
Well, the plan where the Cleveland has the number 2 defense in the league, and they've been shutting everybody down.
Get the fuck out of here, Homer! Come on, man.
Stephon Diggs?
I have 3
find
better
that
options.
offensive.
Stephon Diggs.
Who?
Who?
AJ Brown's not a better option than Stephon Diggs. I'm sorry.
I think I mean, look, I've got Justin Jefferson. This week it doesn't work because I've got Devontae Adams on a bye. But
All of a
Justin's got
sudden this week
Devontae
doesn't
Adams.
work. That's nice.
Yeah, Devontae Adams, Michael Pittman's having a great year. I would play them all over Stephon Diggs this week.
You got to be crazy, bro. It's okay.
Right.
Sorry.
I
owned that the Patriots sucked the last 5 years. Owned that the Browns sucked balls the last 30. And maybe their defense is pretty good, but I mean, you can't.
Stephon Diggs, he plays offense against that defense. That's how it works.
Jimmy, I get where you're coming from. The Browns' defense is fantastic, but Drake May is having an MVP season, and this is his number one target. I mean, he's gonna put up.
That's how I mean it. It's not about the Patriots being great. Don't take it that way.
He's putting up 12, and on the ceiling is probably 25.
Who knows? Maybe more if he catches one break.
Game. If the Browns play a great game against him, he's probably going what? Is 6 for 60 crazy?
No, 6 for 60 isn't crazy.
That's 12 points. I mean,
yeah,
it's time for that right now.
We'll see on Sunday.
I mean, you're a hater.
Oh my fucking God, I love this guy.
You're a hater.
Stick to his guns.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, Jimmy, if you were picking running back number 1, week 8, who would you go with?
I mean, I think you'd be hard pressed to not go Jonathan Taylor. You could make a real good argument for CMC right now. He stayed healthy and he's having a great year.
Yeah, he's killing it.
And then, of course, Houston's defense is good. I know a lot of people CMC, but I still believe in the Houston defense. But go ahead.
Yeah,
CMC stats, by the way, if you look up, are just insanity.
And you were going to take number 1, I would say Jonathan Taylor, because he's also on right now the best team. CMC, and then Bijan. I mean, Bijan's having a great year.
Bijan's number 1 for this week for me.
Yeah.
He's RB1. I wish he was on my team. He's playing Miami. They're a hot fucking steaming bag of garbage. Give me Bijan.
So bad.
I think James Cook, who had a couple bad games, will rebound huge off the bye week against Carolina, even though it's on the road. A-Chain, believe it or not, I think the Miami Atlanta game will produce 2 top 3 backs this week. That might be a hot take, but I think both those teams will score. I think A-Chain will get in the end zone maybe twice, and Bijan might get in 17 times.
Yeah.
Well, you're just talking fantasy. Got it.
What about wide receiver, Jimmy? Who do you like for wide receiver this week to have a big week?
I mean, I think Jamar Chase is an easy choice because the Jets are terrible. And I understand that Sauce Gardner is a good corner, but I think Jamar Chase is a good one. We could also say Drake London because they're playing Miami, right? So that would if I had Drake London, I'd be licking my chops to find out what happens.
Why don't you Google that? Isn't the Sauce hurt?
Is the Sauce hurt? I didn't think he was.
He was sore. I know that. I don't know if it was like a week out kind of experience.
I think you could. Go ahead.
Someone answer me this: why are the fucking Jets in Miami so goddamn bad? Jets are worse, but Miami's been bad for a long time too.
Why is the sky blue? You know what I mean? Why is the grass green? Right? It's
Jets are the worst team.
I know, but it's just like, how do these people making so much money? Like I saw a thing, and it's not about a Blue Jays thing. But it was talking about how much people spend versus how much they spend versus how much the revenue is. And I think the Dodgers were 100% revenue and they spent 97% of it. And the Jays were 73% of it or something like that. But Miami, Marlins, right? They were they got 100% revenue. Maybe it was 220 million or something. And they spent 40. What the hell are we doing?
Look, I'm not saying this because Jimmy knows he's on my team in the league. We play against each other. But I think, and he already said it, I think Jamar Chase will be wide receiver number 1. I think the Jets are just awful.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, though. How can that be allowed? You share all this money in the millions and millions of dollars. How can you be allowed by whatever framework you have to be so shitty? Cleveland, no offense, awful. The Jets are awful. There's a few MLB teams that are awful. There's a few hockey teams that are just terrible.
It's poor management. It's just poor management. But I'm going to answer your question with one last one. I think back to the game I was talking about earlier because the defense is so bad, and he's been playing well this year. I think Cortland Sutton is a good start this week against.
He'll be a top 10 receiver this week. I completely agree
Dallas
with you.
Defense.
Completely agree with you. But where I don't agree with you is I would bet you right now, side bet, CeeDee Lamb's a top 5 receiver this week against.
No, he could be like I said, you start him no matter what. Like there's just some guys it doesn't matter who they're going up against. You
It
start them.
doesn't matter, Jimmy. It
Yeah,
doesn't
it just
matter
doesn't
who's
matter,
guarding him.
Right.
I agree.
I say it all the time. Chase, JJ, CD, probably end the list. Doesn't matter who's throwing it to him. Doesn't matter who's guarding him.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what. I know he's a rookie, but Ibuka's getting there too. And you know what? I shouldn't throw out what's his name from Seattle.
What's the dude you used to play from Seattle? Yeah, I was just gonna say that the tight endy wide receiver who's not on them, not on them.
You're probably thinking of DK Metcalf, but he's talking about Smith and Jigba.
I'm talking about.
I was talking about Metcalf. Like you can't stop that guy if he chooses to win.
He's a big target. Jimmy's left the show again. It's fine. We get it.
No, they're using him.
There he is.
They're using him in the right way though. They're hitting DK with a lot of quick slants. I think he has the most yards after catch in the league right now because he's big and strong. He can break tackles, so they're getting him on slants, on quick outs, and he's RPOs where Rodgers will flip the ball out quickly.
Yeah.
So DK, and he's their only legit receiver. Their number 2 is not great. It's him and those 3 tight ends.
And Rodgers' brain.
Yeah. So.
All right. Before we move to NFL picks, which is how we always end the show, and we will do that.
Otani's up, FYI for everybody.
Yep, I see that. Let's go into another question. Jimmy, people loved the Tupac Biggie debate, and they threw another one at us.
All right.
From an alternative standpoint.
Fuck.
Who would you pick here, Jimmy? Green Day versus Blink 182. I'll throw it to you first because for me it's a no-brainer. But I hope.
Yeah, for me, well, because Dookie specifically was so good that it's impossible.
So good.
Yeah,
so good.
you can't really pick against it, So I didn't love like the angle Green Day went at like later in their career, but they actually made songs that were just as popular up until 10 years ago. But Dookie specifically was the whole album front to back, and it was really for the time game changer. It was mainstream punk. It wasn't like underground punk, but it was these 3 to 4 power chord songs that were super catchy and it was a hit. So yeah, Green Day Dookie was higher on my list than any Blink 182 album ever was.
I agree. Look, Blink had a couple good songs, but Green Day's catalog is just it's unreal. Yeah. I mean, shit, they had a Broadway musical about them. For me, it's a no-brainer. It's a good question. I get where you're coming from. But to me, it's an absolute blowout by Green Day because I could just sit here and list the songs by Green Day that blow out all the small things. Ryan, you have an opinion here?
I don't, man. This is like kind of, I don't know, a couple years after I cared about specific bands in this case. I love them both. They're both fun.
Here's one I will say, and I still would say Green Day might win, but this would have been one that would have been close for me if we were just talking album for album. For me, at this time, the 2 albums that were in my rotation, there was a few more actually. Weezer was in there, but it was Green Day Dookie and Offspring Smash.
Offspring Smash, unbelievable.
Yeah, that Self-Esteem, the whole album front to back was great. But those were my 2 albums
one too, right?
And what's that?
Get a Job was on that one too, right?
No, that was after.
That was after Smash?
Come Out and Play was on it.
Come Out and Play.
Come Out and Play was on that album, yeah. That album was so good. Those 2 albums, and then the Weezer album was also in that same kind of time frame.
Weezer was good. Weezer's underrated. Very underrated. I didn't think we were going to bring up Weezer on this show, but since we did, I had one of those moments that you only see on a TV show, like a sitcom, where I'm sitting in Journey's 2003, no lie, and I'm selling this guy some Reef sandals. And on my counter, Ryan, I'm not bullshitting you, is a Rolling Stone with Weezer on the cover. And I'm looking at the guy, I'm looking at the magazine, looking at the guy, he goes, yeah, it's me. He's the lead singer of Weezer. He was buying sandals.
That's cool.
He was in Danbury, Connecticut, because he was going to Yale. Because this guy, literally,
he went to Yale. I was gonna say, yeah,
I was on the band because I'm going to Harvard,
Yale. But yeah, yep. He was really smart.
It was Yale.
Yeah.
It was on Harvard.
Oh, I thought he went to Harvard. Right? I don't know. It was Harvard? One of them. He went to an Ivy League school.
How was Yale?
It might have been Yale. You might be right.
Jimmy's trying to open something to pour in there, so it's good.
I am.
So the other question was about our music knowledge. I won't go into the question because it wasn't worded very well. So for you that's listening that wrote it, try again. Yeah, yeah. Jimmy is very good from a music knowledge standpoint of probably deep tracks, I would say. But if you're talking top 40, there's not much you're going to throw by me from my formative years, 87, I'd say, to 99. And I told Jimmy, you can throw the trivia on me this time. So Jimmy, go ahead. Pick a year from our high school. Google it up. Bring up the, I don't know, top 100 singles from one of our high school years, and I'll see, with Ryan's help, so I'll need to phone a friend, how many top 20 songs I can hit from that year. Pick a year. What
Oh
year
my God.
What year are we going with, Jimmy?
We're going to go 97.
90.
All right, we're going to go 97. And, yeah, we're going to go 97. Let me pull up Billboard here. Because I feel like it's a weird time because, like, you remember the beginning of high school and the end? This is sort of the middle. So
97, 97, we were sophomores into juniors. Me and you. Ryan
You
was,
sure were.
no, we were 97, 98 was junior. Yeah, so yep, 90, yep, so yep, you're right. Yep.
All right, Ryan. So
what are we going for? What are you trying to name? Top 10, top 100? What are you trying to do here?
I'll try to hit the top 10. I'll just throw songs at you. I think I can hit most in the top 20. You can tell me how wrong I am because I'm gonna try.
The number one song I would never get, and I'd be very impressed if you would get it.
I'm not gonna start with number one because you can tell me if it's not the number one, and I'll try to narrow it down.
Yeah.
By that. So the problem with this is a lot of these I want to say because they could start in 96 and then they're down the chart in 97. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. 97.
My God,
I'm gonna go with a weird one here just because I was on vacation and I just remember this song being a big thing. I remember buying the single in Florida when I was visiting one of my friends.
Jimmy and Boca?
This could be weird, Ryan. You could be like, Greg, what are you talking about? Or Jimmy, what a top 10 song from 97 single we're talking. Is Mark Morrison Return to the Mac in the top 10?
It is. It's number 8. Well done.
Wow, Jimmy just looks very impressed. He can't fake that shit.
Yeah, and it's back in Burger King commercials. So
yeah, all right. The other one that comes to mind is, and I could be wrong. It could be a year off. Either way, is Jewel. I want to say You Were Meant for Me is going to be in the top 10 in 97.
It sure was. It was number 2.
Okay, all right.
But here's what's wild. Not to give too much away here, but Foolish Games was also there.
Oh, I think that's because that was the A and B if you bought it.
That must be what it was. Yeah. This is back in singles where you flip. Yeah, okay.
Where you flipped over, and Jewel was nice enough to give you 2 hits, where most people did not do that. Ryan.
Yeah.
Greg, I got nothing for you other than think boy bands. There's got to be at least one of them in there. Gotta be.
If you're talking 90,
no, not Jesus.
He was Spanish. It was Jesus.
I was working in Dunkin' Donuts, one of my first jobs. I don't know if it was top 10. I guarantee it was top 50, though. If you want boy bands, I'd go Backstreet Boys, Stop Playing Games with My Heart.
Backstreet Boys, Quit Playing Games, so you were close.
Oh, Quit.
It was
quit.
number 11. Number 11.
All right.
Is there an NSYNC song in there? Because that's the sad time.
I think they were the next year. I think NSYNC was, yeah.
They
I
weren't
think
until
we were a
98?
year early.
Okay.
I want to say top 20 or 10. I always want to say What's It Gonna Be by En Vogue, but I think it's called Don't Let Go.
Yeah, number 7.
Nice. Good job.
Thank you.
Good song.
All right. I'm trying to think of the timeline. Biggie died in 96 or 96. Is I'll Be Missing
Before
You?
this.
Is I'll Be Missing You in the top 10?
It sure is. It's number 3.
All right.
Wow.
Now there was so I'm going to give this one away, but I won't give
There's
away
another one by Biggie. Then
no, there's one by Puffy and Mace. What was the?
Oh, Can't Nobody Hold Me Down.
Of course, number 5. Yeah, there you go.
Was Hypnotize anywhere near the top 20?
I feel like Hypnotize was old. Yeah, it was. It was 25, but it must have been a year. Like you said, right?
Early.
Yeah, here's a song that was number 19. That was one of my favorite R&B songs at the time.
Can I
And
guess?
I won't tell you the name, but I'll say it was featuring Peter Cetera. Can you get there?
No.
Peter Cetera from Chicago.
Oh.
It was featuring Peter Cetera from Chicago. It was by an R&B group.
Hard to say. I'm sorry.
Yep, there we go. As yet, yeah.
Man, 5 years is a big difference.
Yeah, you were busy listening to the number 12 song, Bop, Ryan.
Oh, I was just
No.
I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna.
I was busy working.
Ryan was 24 at the time, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, right.
Jimmy, I'm just. This could be a year early, but did Leanne Rimes' "How Do I Live" make it?
It did, number 9.
Wow.
Good job.
I'm trying to think what the number one song could be.
Swing that thing around.
That's the number 1 song. I'm telling you, I would like. You're not going to get it because it's not.
This is not number one, but I'm trying to again. Sophomore, junior, "Bitch" by Meredith Brooks. Is that on there?
15.
Okay.
Here's the problem with
Life,
number 1.
Third Eye Blind.
Here's what's that?
Semi-Chime Life on there by Third Eye.
No, I would have guessed it was too because that was huge that summer. Oh, it is. It's 17. Yeah,
Okay.
it was because I worked. I would have got that because I was working my first job, working the pizza, and I remember that was on like all the time. That and some Matchbox 20 bullshit. It felt like.
Ooh, I don't know if this is number one, but it's got to be up there. How about? Wait, maybe this is too early. This might be a year.
Really?
How about "Unbreak My Heart"? Tony Braxton. Am I too early?
She's on here somewhere. No, it's on there, number 4.
All right.
So here's a song.
It just hit me. I know what the number one song is.
What is it?
It's just Ryan. I got it. It's Just Like Puffy. It's Around Death. It's Princess Diana. It's Elton John.
Yep, Candle in the Wind. Yep, well done.
Thank you. I think
well
I'm
done.
out. I don't know. Oh, top 20. Duncan Cheek. Barely Breathing. Is that there?
Yep.
I think
You
I'm
must
out.
have a
Ryan.
list. You have a list in front of you.
I really
you guys
don't.
are fucked up.
I really,
All right, here's a good one.
Oh, wait, how about Usher?
Here's a good one. Here's a good sort of rock emo song. That is number 21. Here's my hint. In fast forward to 2004, when I lived downtown in Erie with my friends, and some younger girls would walk by and we'd say something and they wouldn't pay attention to us, we would jokingly sing it to them. Younger emo sort of song.
Bieber? I don't know.
Oh, I think I know where you're going, but I thought it was 99, not 97. Is it in a movie?
I don't know, but
The movie was in the 90s.
It was a one-hit wonder sort of band. I don't think they had much.
Faculty. Oh, you don't know movies.
I don't think
so.
so.
No, he doesn't know that movie.
Is it The Freshman by Verve?
The Freshman. So as soon as the girls went talking to us, we go, "For the life of me."
They were only freshmen.
They were only freshmen.
That was a great song.
It
It was a great song. It was a fantastic song. Yeah.
I think I'm out, but I will ask: is Usher not in the top 10 anywhere? Isn't that this is where he kind of got popular?
Usher, "You Make Me Wanna" is number 14. The Faculty, by the way, I know very well. That I love that movie. Josh Hartnett was selling scat out of his trunk.
The only other one I can really remember from that year is, and it's obviously not because you haven't said it, and I've guessed a lot in the top 10. Where the hell did No Diggity hit?
No Diggity,
No Doubt, Ryan, featuring Dr. Dre.
23, down the line.
Go, George.
My boys from Bone Thugs and Harmony made the top 50 with "Look Into My Eyes."
Now, tell me if I'm wrong, and you'd have to Google it because I'm not gonna, because that would be cheating. Because then everyone will be like, "Oh, he's Googling all the time." Hands are up. Bone Thugs had a top 10 hit with oh my god, why am I blanking, Jimmy? Because we're old. Crossroads 95, 96. Was it not top 10? Google Billboard. I guarantee it was fucking in the top 10. I mean, literally
I'm sure
on MTV, I want to tell you, it was 96. It was it was literally every other video played on MTV.
Here's a fun fact about that.
I can tell you the number one song from 96. I'm almost guaranteed I'm right.
It was called the original, if you've ever heard it, just like YouTube, the original version of that song. I actually like it better. It's not as upbeat. It's more depressing about people dying, and then they changed it when that other guy died, and that's the one we all know. But if you bought that album before that video came out, there was a different version of Crossroads, and it's better.
Really?
Yeah, it was number 7 the year in 96. Yeah, look up the original Crossroads if you have an opportunity. It's awesome.
Ryan, I can give you the number one song from 96, and I would actually bet big money on it because I'm pretty sure I know this. this fact. Jimmy, do you have the list in front of you?
I do.
Is the number one single from 1996 when we were freshmen, and I'll just start doing the dance. Was it not Macarena?
It was Macarena. Yeah.
Right.
It was.
It was so obnoxious. It was on the radio every other second.
Very annoying.
You got it. You've got it. Number 10 that year was one of the best R&B or pop R&B. It was R&B songs.
If you give me the artist, I can guarantee you I've guessed the song.
It's too obvious though if I give you the artist.
All right.
Yeah. You'll know it. He only had a couple songs. He had a song the following year too.
Hammer.
What was the song the following? Oh, because then I'll know it.
Yeah, it'd be too easy if you knew.
All right, can I guess?
Yeah,
It's not Usher, right?
it's not Usher.
All right, but it's in that.
It's somebody that I can't even believe. Oh, like he seems like he was so much older than Usher that I can't even believe they were around kind of at the same time.
Hammer.
But he's
I'll
not that.
guess, and you're gonna be like, "You're cheating." I promise you, I'm not. I can play it on my iPad in 2 seconds. I mean, iPod in 2 seconds. For my iPhone right now. I'm gonna say. Sorry, my computer just all my plugs just unplugged. I'm gonna say. Fuck. What's the name of the song, Ryan? Do you know anything about 96 music, or are you just lost here? I know the artist. I'm gonna because Jimmy gave it away with Usher when he said it's not Usher. It's Keith Sweat, and I can't think of the name. Twisted.
There it is. Great song. Great
Well
track.
done.
Yeah.
You the man.
It was so good.
Dude, Jimmy, just so you know, if anyone thinks I'm cheating, Officer Cregan can verify I'm not.
Yeah. Officer Kriegs. Yeah. Another underrated. His place might have been 94, but Babyface. When Can I See You Again? What a great 90s R&B song.
That feels early. Was it 94?
I would have thought it was 90. I thought it was our freshman year. I could be wrong. But I thought it was. The Tony Rich Project. Remember that song?
Oh, Nobody Knows.
Nobody Knows. Great song.
Nobody knows. Yep.
Nobody knows. Yeah, that was a fantastic.
You guys had too much time on your hands.
96.
Well, I mean, we were listening to music.
Well, dude, Ironic's got to be up there. No, freshman year.
Ooh, that's a good question. 1995. Give me a 90 Finsky here.
96, right? Ironic's got to be up there.
Hold on. Let me check here. Gangster's Paradise was number 1.
Really in 95?
In 95, yeah. Come on. Water Runs Dry was 12. Oh my goodness. Jovi was making new music at the time. I guess he still is, technically. Nobody cares.
That's the truth.
Yeah, no, that's it. Hootie and the Blowfish, Let Her Cry.
Great song.
I went to that concert in Hartford.
There's
Probably my sister's friends threw up right through the fucking case of empty beer, which was great because the empty beer case has a slot like this. Just went right through the van. Disgusting.
No, all right.
Well, I can talk music all night.
I feel like we're a year early. I feel like it was 96. All right. Well, we should probably move to some NFL picks, right, boys? That's where an hour and a half in. That's what the people want.
Let's get it.
Jimmy, first game, Bills given 7 at Carolina.
I'm going to avoid this game because I think Buffalo wins for sure, but it's too many points, and Carolina's been playing okay football. I mean, can you really trust the Bills in full? I think you trust them to win the game, but I'm not gonna take the line. You?
No, I can't trust them from what I've seen to give a touchdown on the road right now. Panthers are a feisty team. I mean, I could see this game 31-21. I could see this game where the Panthers lose by 3. I could see where the Panthers beat them and they lose 3 in a row.
Yeah.
6.5, you said?
It's 7.
7?
I'm a true avoid here.
I'm gonna jump on Buffalo's side here, which is weird, but I think they've had a tough couple of weeks. They had some time off. I think they're gonna come out and put a 10-point up on them.
All right.
It's a good argument they've been off, Ryan. I don't disagree with you there. I would avoid it for now. Let's see what it looks like.
I get it, but that's when you don't make money, and I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like in this case, I think I think they're going to put it together. They've kind of got their brains back. They're a good org. They've got a solid team, good defense, good offense on the whole, right? And I just think that I think they're going to do it.
Yep.
Gabriel?
This one I'm interested. Look, the slate's not great this week. Let's just all align on that. Eagles giving 7.5 at home to the Giants is a pass for me. I'm not betting.
100%. I don't want any part of the Giants. They're fucking
Pass.
crazy. I said it a couple weeks ago. They got a kid. Who knows what's going to happen? They could win by 50, lose by 100.
I'm with
Who
you.
knows?
It's a pass.
And good for them either way. I don't give a fuck. It's not about them.
All right, the Fighting Ryans host the Fighting Jimmies. Ryan's giving 7.5 to Jimmy. So the Patriots giving 7.5 to the Browns. If you're not following me,
I just gotta say, like, how's it feel like being an underdog to the Patriots again? Like, that's rough. That's rough,
I mean, it's
dude.
not really a rivalry, so I mean,
I didn't say that. I never
can live
said
with
that.
it.
I said,
No.
how does that feel? That's how bad your org is. We're like on the rebound only as of 2 weeks ago, and still somehow you guys are that shitty.
Yeah, we got a rookie quarter. I would avoid it. I don't, because I don't know. I mean, I don't put any stock into the Browns win 40-mile-an-hour winds against a team that's disintegrating before our eyes in the Dolphins, right? But so I'm not going to put any stock into that. And the Patriots are playing well, and it's at home. So if I had to lean one way, I'd probably take the Pats and lay the points, but I'm not going to because I think Cleveland has the ability to keep it close.
I laid heavily into this. Sorry, Greg. Go ahead.
I like the Browns. I'm going to take the points here.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate that. I laid heavily into this last week. It worked out well with the Patriots against I can't remember who.
Titans.
It was kind of Titans. Thank you. It was kind of shocking. Like, I know that we went in there and like it ended up being well, but like I bet that before we knew it was going to be what it was. And I think in this case, you just got to bet. And I'm sorry, Jimmy, against a bad organization. The Browns are bad. I get it. Their defense is good. You guys keep preaching it, but they're bad. They're just not good. Period. So I know that's a lot of points. I'd say 1 unit versus 3, and just like put it on there, move on with your life.
Jimmy, you're going to love this. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You want to sound the alarm again? My upset special of the week. Not only do the Browns cover, they win the game on the field, and this is going to ruin some people's survivors. Browns win a close one, 24-21. Dylan Gabriel gets the win.
If you're arguing,
what do we got there, Greg? Some banana pudding from Manoli Bakery? What? I mean, there's got to be something here. Like, you got to be
the NFL
out of your
is a
fucking
week.
mind.
The NFL is a week league, and I'm
not
telling
going to
you,
pick.
this is the
I'm
game.
not going to be as bold as Greg is as to pick it, but here's the reality. Their defense is better than the Patriots' defense. It maybe not a ton, but it's better. And Quinshon Judkins is running the ball like the rookie of the year running back. So if they can play good defense and play controlled offense, they could win this game. It's not as much of a mess as it seems. Now, if they get behind and they start trying to throw the ball all over the field, the Patriots could tee off on them. But yeah, they're a bad organization, and they historically lose, but their talent on the field is actually reasonably solid. So if they could put it together, it could happen.
You guys say it all. You guys say it all the time, respectfully, right? Like, it's the NFL. There's a ton of parity, no question about it. I'm not shitting on Cleveland or some of these other bad orgs in whatever sport you want to take. However, I'm saying if you're putting money down, 7 points is worth it in this game. That's my thought, and it is what it is. Any given week, right? Any given Friday or Saturday or Sunday, depending what movie you're watching, it can go the other way.
Again, we talked about it on last week, and I'll bring it up again. The Cleveland Browns are the number 1 defense in the league.
What's the record?
When it comes to yards allowed, number 1.
Right. But what's the Cleveland's record?
Yeah, I get it. Their offense isn't great. They're 2-5. But there's a couple bad decisions, and that's cost them, and they could be 4-3.
They should have won the Cincinnati game for that was in the bag. They missed extra points.
Pats should be 6-1, and I'm not getting on the Pats. I'm just saying, I'm just talking odds. You guys always talk about investing your money where you think it has more likely return ROI, right? Simple enough. And I just think in this case, it's got to be directed at the Pats. If anything, if not, avoid it.
Here's my thing, Ryan. I get it. I look, Patriots are coming back. They're on a rebound year. Here's why I think the Browns cover and possibly pull the upset. The Browns' defense is consistent. They're third in the league against the pass and fourth in the league against the run. Where you look at your team, you're great against the run. You're atrocious against the pass. Dylan Gabriel can throw the ball. The Browns have a couple of good receivers. They're going to cut you up. Browns will score more than expected. Browns will be competitive. Browns, write it down, Ryan. Write it. We got a pen. Browns will win this game in Foxborough. Jimmy's going to 3-5. You're going to 5-3. Bills are going back to first place, and that's how it's going to be.
Book it, people. Put my money on the Pats, and let's move on because there's no fucking way that's happening.
Yeah. Look, you can lay 355 and be a square. Or you can lay plus 280. Take a little money line on the Browns. Get a big win and be a sharp like Greg. All right, moving on.
Fucking A, what a sharp.
To the Jets. Jets are the worst team in football, but I got to be honest with you, Jimmy. With the Bengals, I wouldn't give 6 to Erie High School. So I don't know how you give 6 with this Bengals team, but what do you think?
I don't know.
But I'm not laying any points with the Bengals. Ever.
And it's so tough with a total of 44.5. Do they expect the Jets to score? The Jets can't score. Like, I don't understand.
Well, the Bengals can't defend.
Yeah, I don't.
You and Ryan can score 21 on the Bengals. I mean,
do we think Flacco's going to have another 350-yard like outing? Like, I don't know. Yeah, this is one that I have no interest betting, watching, other than from a fantasy implication standpoint. If you've got one of their players on the team, I don't know why you'd have an interest.
It's not the NBA, so if you want to bet some props, this is the game to do it.
That's right.
This is that classic, like, somebody knows something and we don't.
Yeah, just two bad teams. I mean, look, if they get another win, Cincinnati's right in there, especially if Pittsburgh loses, which they easily could to the Packers. Cincinnati's right in it still. Like, they're not out.
I don't think the Bengals are a bad team. I think they have a bad defense.
Yeah, historically bad.
Are they? Yeah. Is it historic at this point?
I don't know, man. Like, they don't really have anything to hang their hat on, do they?
I don't know.
Dallas is pretty bad too. I'm not going to get off subject because we're going to talk about Dallas, but like Micah Parsons was great, but to think the defense would have, they weren't great with him there either. Like, they're not. But anyway, they're pretty bad. I mean, because Trey Hendrickson's playing, they're like I guess like they've got something, but without him, they're terrible. I mean,
I'm looking at the stats right now. They're not in the top 20 of any category.
I appreciate that Greg's looking at stats
of any category.
I'll tell you this, as a watcher of Micah Parsons, that guy is a beast. He's a killer. He's got a motor that never stops. He's not too big. He's not too small. He's like the perfect size. He's I don't know. He like gets through people. I don't know what to tell you. Like, that guy's a game changer, like Aaron Rodgers is. And he went with the bad org with the Jets. And all of a sudden, he's in Pittsburgh, which is a good org, if nothing else, and he's doing okay. There's something to be said for that, and I hate to keep, like, preaching that theme, but, like, Parsons is going to be okay, and Cowboys are much worse off without him than he is without them.
Yeah, for sure they're worse without it. Like, you take away an elite player, but they weren't good with him. Like, they're bad enough.
They were better than they are now.
That one person doesn't make it. It's like the Lions don't look at now. They have Hutchinson back, and he's playing like a beast. But 5 of their 6 DBs are out, and like that's what happened in the game. Like, you can't, and it's about like one person. It like doesn't like it wouldn't have all of a sudden made Dallas that much better. I'm not saying they shouldn't have signed him. They shouldn't have kept him.
I just disagree.
But, yeah.
On defense, at least. But their
stats last year with him tell you that they weren't like tremendously better. With like they were better, but they.
I'm not trying to take shots at Cleveland again, but Cleveland's 2-5. If Dallas was 2-5 right now with Parsons, they'd be maybe 3-4. Like, that's what I'm saying, right? It's not a huge amount.
Very convoluted argument. Take us back to Dallas.
Maybe, but well, it's just I'm a Micah Parsons fan. Like, my point is, I'm not a homer.
But Dallas is 3-1, and they're not a train wreck. And I don't think Cleveland's they're kind of a train wreck, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, look, they're holding it together to a point, right? Like Cleveland, they're not disengaged. They could be at any moment. They go to 2-7. You're going to see the defense start to fall apart because they're not going to play hard because they know they don't have a chance anymore. But the division's bad. They're not out of it yet. They won a big game at home. See what happens this week, and then we'll take it from there.
All right. Yeah. Quickly, I'm just going to steamroll through these games. Finns, Falcons. at 7.5. I wouldn't lay 7.5.
Who cares? Get off.
Yeah, I wouldn't take 7.5. But I'll tell you what, I think Chain and Robinson both have big games.
Mm-hmm.
Ravens, Bears. I certainly
Get
wouldn't.
the fuck away from that game.
Yeah, I wouldn't lay 7. I don't know. Here, I'm passing on this game. Jimmy, you too?
I actually would probably take the Bears here. I mean, the Ravens defense hasn't been good. Lamar's coming back, so I think Baltimore's going to look good, but the Ravens defense has been pretty poor. Chicago's, 1-4 in a row, I think?
Yep.
So, yeah. So I don't know that they're going to win the game, but against a bad Ravens team, I'll take the 7.
Here's one of my games of the week, and I know Jimmy's going to say, fuck, here we go again. We're going to lose money because of Greg. I get it, Jimmy. I understand. But the line tells me, even though their offensive line is an absolute turnstile,
Oh, no.
I'm going to bet the Texans at home laying the 10.5 for the Niners. Because the line tells me I need to.
1.5. San Francisco just is finding a way with scotch tape and bubble gum to put a team together and win games. They're doing
Let's
it well.
go,
Mac
Mac.
Jones looks great. Right? They've got no receivers left. It's like Mac Jones and CMC. Half their Nick Bosa's out, Fred Warner's out for the year. And they're just winning games.
Jerry Rice came out of retirement this week, though. You saw that?
So look,
I
maybe
think
this
he
is
put up 100 yards. I'm not going to lie to you.
maybe this is
Well,
the
I think
Gave Jimmy a half second.
the final hurrah with the Texans. They're at home. It's a beatdown. I didn't see if Purdy's playing, and honestly, I don't care because Mac Jones has played just
That
as
was
well.
a replay, Ryan.
I know. I just noticed. Shit.
So I don't really care what happens with Brock Purdy because I don't think it doesn't really change my belief in them one way or the other because Mac Jones has played as well as Brock Purdy, and Brock Purdy's going to be rusty if he does come back.
Jimmy Ryan was really hoping a 3-run homer just happened, but unfortunately,
No, I looked up. First and second, no outs, 5-6.
I like it. I like it. It's like on Fresh Prince when they brought Jeffrey a lottery ticket and then showed him the
That was fucked up.
video from the night before.
That was really fucked up to do to Jeffrey. Jeffrey is a good dude, good employee.
Was
He
not
sure
nice.
as fuck was.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
I'm skipping a few games here. Broncos giving 3.5 to the Cowboys at home. Broncos, after a huge comeback, improbable win over the Giants, helped out me and Jimmy. So thank you, Broncos. Thank you, Bo Nix. Thank you, Giants, for collapsing. I still don't understand how you haven't fired anyone, Giants.
Impossible.
Jimmy, who you going here? Where you going?
I'm gonna take the Cowboys. They don't get blown out. They score 1,000,000 points, or take the over 50.5. I know it's a big number. The Cowboys just keeps going 30 points every single game. So one or the other
against a big defense. You think they can do it?
I think they just keep doing it. I mean, they're going to find a way or to get some garbage time points, but I think both of those bets sort of make sense. So I don't know, man. I'm not, I like Denver. That comeback last week was
ridiculous.
That absolutely, it was historic, right? It was thing.
Now you use the word correctly. There you go.
So I mean, I don't know. Does that catapult? Who's the real Broncos? Are they the team that made that happen in the fourth quarter, or are they the team we saw for the first 3?
There's a team that's going to deflate like crazy.
I think
and have
barring
an off
injury,
week.
Dallas is going to be able to hang in there. I think it's going to be a close game. I'd actually probably just play the over in this game. Give me the over 50.5. I really think that Denver's going to be able to score on Dallas because their defense is porous. And I think that Dallas is just too good to stay down all game, and they'll get something in garbage time.
All right, Jimmy and I would be against each other here. I'd lay the 3.5, and I'd take the under.
Me too. 100%. And I would stay away from the under-over, but I would definitely take Dallas here. Money line. And they're just going to win. Period.
That's the opposite of what Greg said.
Opposite of me. You're with Jimmy.
Sorry, I'm with Jimmy then. My bad, Greg. Sorry, GJ.
That's fine. That's
okay.
You
just want to fight with me, Ryan. You're just looking for an angle.
No, I don't want to fight with you. But I misheard it. But I don't. I don't think Denver can do anything.
Go ahead. Your thoughts.
Perfect. Yeah, there we go. The scabs over here will fucking stick together. Anyway, I don't think Denver can maintain. I think they're gonna kind of go off a cliff here. And I hate betting Dallas so much. That's what you hear the trepidation in my voice for. I really hate betting them, but I think they're gonna win this one.
All right. You guys kind of got into this earlier, so now let's get your official picks. Steelers are getting 3 at home from Green Bay Sunday night. Jimmy, who are you going with here?
I'm going to take I'm going to take the Steelers, but
God damn it.
I think I'm going to take the Steelers, but I want to look. What is the first half bet? Because
Just for everyone in the audience, Jimmy, Ryan's not mad about your pick. He's mad about the foul ball. Go ahead.
No, I'm mad about his pick, actually.
Oh, I thought you were mad about the
there
foul
you go.
ball.
No, I saw that too.
So I'm looking. I want to know what the first half spread is.
Oh, well.
Where?
So
I'm
what you do
looking
there
for-
is you just click into the game and look at first.
yeah.
What
and
the fuck?
halves? Here we go. So I'm going to
See
take
that?
Pittsburgh.
I didn't.
While Ryan's screaming,
Sorry, everybody.
I'm
That was
gonna
a
take-
headshot at Varsho here. Like
I'm gonna-
fucking thrown right at his head. Literally at his head. He's lucky to get out of the way of that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. I'm trying to host a podcast.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
yeah. Hey,
Oh,
welcome.
what are we
Was there a
live?
mute button there?
Hey, welcome to the show, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
I'm going to take Pittsburgh in the first half plus 2.5.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do because like we've talked about, Rodgers comes out, they play really well, and then he gets super conservative. And that's what, and again, it wins some games in the regular season, kind of hurts them in the playoffs. But I'm going to take Pittsburgh 2.5 to win the first half.
Greg, I'm going to do something weird here.
Okay.
I don't know. I know you can find bets like this. I'm thinking Parsons plus 1.5 sacks.
Well, that's aggressive, and I love it.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, shit. Who they
TJ
playing? Christ. No, Pittsburgh
they?
wins because Rodgers is a monster, and I just think he's not going to lose this game. He's going to take like this whole like aggression, and he's going to go back to Green Bay and beat the hell out of them.
That's why we put you on the show. So you think Parsons sacks Rodgers twice?
No.
So Rodgers has a huge game.
Yes, 1.5, and Rodgers has a huge game because he's pissed off. Absolutely, and they win. Money line.
It's going to pay you big money.
That's the kind of high level analysis you get from our podcast.
Yeah, look. We're wonderful here.
Perfect.
I like it, Ryan. I get where you're coming from, Ryan. Parsons can't be held down, but Rodgers is going to rise up. So
Absolutely, that's how I'm thinking about it.
I'm drawing a square. I will be
Wait, do I have to draw it sharp
Oh.
to be cool?
all over Green Bay.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's not good. They're not good at all.
defense is bad this
They're
year.
a terrible team.
I agree.
People think their defense is good. It's terrible. Jordan Love,
Not good.
Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is on your fantasy team, right, Jimmy? Or no?
He is coming off the IR right now.
Start him now.
Being benched, it sounds.
This team. This isn't going to even be competitive. You can go to bed at 10:30. Packers win this game by multiple scores. Steelers fucking suck, and it's going to come out this week. Give me Green Bay. Huge win. Not even close.
This is one of those sideline bets I'd want to do. Like, we got to, wear a fucking scarlet letter or something. Like, I don't know. We'll get there someday.
But we just bet $100, like, two normal men in their 40s.
I was just giving an example.
No. Why would we do that when we can reference a great book?
Bourbon, like two men.
Yeah. I don't think Jimmy can qualify in there, so I don't want to, make him feel bad.
Yeah, well, that's a good
Oh,
point. All right. I'm going to assume Jaden Daniels is not playing because the line has moved to 12.5.
yeah, Mariota's playing. They announced it.
Jesus Christ. This guy.
Yeah, I know. I saw
It's
that
fucking
news,
org, man. They started coming back, and then they just have gone to hell in a handbag. Terrible.
Is 12.5 too many points still, Jimmy, or no?
The problem is that Washington's defense has been playing poorly too. So you've got Mariota at quarterback, a bad defense. I don't know. Yes, I want to say that it is. It's just going to be in a void. I don't see how you can.
Not to joke, but how long has Mariota been in the league now? Is it 2010? It's a long time. 12?
He's been in the league for a while now.
I'm not even fucking around. That's not even a joke. I'm just curious.
14-ish.
He was the number 2. Who was the number 1? He was the number 2 pick. Who was number 1?
Let's see.
Shit, I don't even know. I don't even.
It was Mariota and someone else that also. Oh, it was Jameis Winston. He came out. It was him and Jameis Winston.
I believe you. I feel like that's a long time ago.
I want to tell you it was 2017.
I said 2014. Jimmy's 18. Ryan, what's your guess?
12.
Oh, I got it. It's over. 2014.
Okay. Yeah, I knew it was a long time, man. it's crazy that these guys can be in the league and still make, whatever, 7, 8, 10 million, a year.
Oh, I lied.
And I'm not saying they're not working hard.
2014, he was his last year in college. 2015 was the official draft year.
So there you go.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Bring us home.
That is pretty much it. Any final comments from either of you boys?
We're not even at 2 hours. What are you talking about?
We're at a minute. We're at a minute. Yeah, a minute.
A minute. Busted. Now you got one.
An hour and 54 minutes. And the Jays are winning, which, Ryan, we haven't told you for an hour and 55 minutes. But that pisses me and Jimmy off because we bet heavy on the Dodgers winning game 1 in the series.
I want to say I bet on Toronto. I can't remember. But no outs. Bases loaded.
Yeah, they'll lose tonight, and they'll lose the series. It's fine.
But it does look like I don't have my phone because it got stolen from me about 5 minutes ago. But
by one of your kids. Fuck my fucking world.
So I could check it here, but I believe our Knicks bet is gonna hit. Thanks to my son. Thank you for guessing right.
Well, hold on. We're gonna say thanks to your son or thanks to Greg
for asking my son.
That's right. What I said, and made it a big bet because your son said, "Let's play it."
Let's do it. Yeah,
it should be over. I'm not even showing it in live betting.
Jimmy, did it bet your house or something? What did he do?
No, we put a couple of units on a regular season NBA game, so that's
What was the over we had? I think our over is going to hit Jimmy too as well. So
I don't know if we played it.
Oh, you didn't play the VTech over?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah. No, we played that. Yeah,
I think that'll hit. We got a whole quarter. We're at 40.
Yeah, we should be okay.
I think we'll be all right.
We might a nice little 2-0 night, hopefully.
Hey, you know what?
Actually, 3-0 because we got 2 units on the Knicks.
2 units on the Knicks. Did you bet it? Oh, we bet something late too, didn't we?
Well, we bet the Dodgers.
Look, Ryan's trying to watch Primal Fear. We got to wrap this up, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You know
all right, wrap it up.
You guys are reading. Literally, I looked at my text. That's exactly what it said. How much longer?
Not much. We got the total in the Virginia California game, and we took the over. But you know what, Jimmy? It's never under until it's over.